Los Angeles, September 18, 2025. Jimin of BTS has once again shattered expectations, becoming the first Asian solo artist in history to keep multiple songs charting for 60 consecutive weeks on the Billboard Global 200 and Global Excl US charts. While ARMY celebrates worldwide, industry insiders in Los Angeles and New York are beginning to voice an uneasy question. Is Western pop ready to compete with K-pop's unstoppable rise? The milestone, driven by Jimin's hits like Crazy and Who, has left many U.S. producers stunned. This isn't a fluke, Variety journalist Alan Kim noted. Maintaining this level of consistency, during military service no less, shows that global audiences have shifted their loyalty. Western pop stars now have to work twice as hard. A wake-up call for U.S. artists online, the reaction has been explosive. Fans of Justin Bieber, The Weeknd, and Post Malone are openly debating whether American artists have been too slow to adapt to the new era of globalized streaming. Some are even calling for more collaborations with K-pop idols to regain traction on TikTok. Hashtags like Billboard Shift and Jimin Effect dominate social media, with viral posts declaring, "The future of pop is no longer centered in Los Angeles or London. It's global, and Jimin just proved it." Even within U.S. record labels, executives are taking notice. An anonymous A&R director told Rolling Stone, "We used to see BTS as a phenomenon. But Jimin doing this solo? That's different. The question now is, do we compete or collaborate?" A cultural power shift observers are already comparing Jimin's success to the British invasion of the 1960s, when the Beatles forced American music to evolve. Only this time, the disruptor isn't a band from Liverpool, but a solo artist from Busan rewriting the rules of the global music order. Billboard itself has stayed largely quiet, but insiders admit the numbers are impossible to ignore. This is the first time we've seen an Asian soloist sustain this kind of presence with multiple tracks simultaneously, one source revealed. It reflects a fundamental shift in global listening behavior. Music critic Jeff Benjamin put it more bluntly on X. 60 weeks isn't a viral moment. It's sustained cultural impact. This is the new normal. Industry panic and global strategy behind the scenes, whispers of tension are growing. Fans speculate that Jimin's record could influence Grammy nominations, while others point to Bang Si-hyuk's reported meetings with U.S. streaming executives as evidence of a larger strategy to cement HYBE's influence in the Western market. Korean economists are also weighing in. The Korea Times reported a measurable rise in cultural export revenues tied directly to Jimin's global streams. When one artist sustains success like this, it boosts the entire Hallyu economy, explained Dr. Lee Ji-hoon of Seoul National University. Meanwhile, American late-night shows have joined the debate. You can't just drop a single and expect it to dominate because you're from LA or London anymore, one host remarked. Artists like Jimin have fan bases that are mobilized and organized in ways we've never seen before. Beyond the numbers, critics argue Billboard's global methodology favors organized fandoms. But ARMY counters that Jimin's music has long since crossed over into mainstream radio and casual listeners worldwide. To them, his quiet demeanor amid the frenzy only reinforces his image as a humble disruptor. Whether viewed as a triumph for diversity in music or a challenge to the Western hierarchy, one truth is clear. Jimin has become the blueprint for the next generation of global pop stars. His 60-week record doesn't just mark personal success. It signals a permanent power shift in the music industry. As one U.S. executive admitted privately, "We're no longer competing with the artist across town. We're competing with a global machine, and this time that machine has a face, and his name is Jimin."